Alright, welcome back to the Advanced Pokemon Enterprise. My name is Demon Battler, I am the coach of Miami Overheat, and we are currently sitting at week 7. So unfortunately, we did lose last week, a 1-0, so we're currently sitting at a record of 3-3 with a differential of +1. We're currently dropped down to rank 7 out of 12. So we definitely need to kind of pick up these last 3 weeks and see what we can do. But we're gonna have to see, because the next 2 weeks after this one are going to be against some of the toughest challenges in our division, but that's not too bad. So this week, we're facing off against Krashkube and the Atlanta Steel Skyscrapers. They're currently sitting at a 3-3 record as well, with a differential of -4. And looking at their team, this is going to be a hell of a challenge. Galarian Darmanitan is actually a really solid Pokemon in general, both between Guerrilla Tactics and Zen Mode being legal as well. That means that it's going to be difficult to tell which angle Krashkube's planning on going with this. Serperior is here with a pretty solid speed stat and pretty decent special attack. So add that with Contrary, spamming Leaf Storm might actually be a viable strategy for them, and we'll have to keep that in mind. Mega Scizor is here, and that thing is a powerhouse, especially with priority. Crustle is here, which can provide for some rocks, as well as some general offense if he decides to go for a Shell Smash route. Garchomp has a high base speed of 102, and quite frankly is a terrifying Pokemon in general, so we're going to have to be mindful there. Tapu Fini is a very bulky water and fairy type Pokemon, which can easily set up if you're not careful. Salazzle is pretty quick, being a poison and fire type as well, and given the fact that Salazzle can also poison steel types, that kind of puts us in a bad position if we're not careful. Boltund is here and is the fastest member of his team, and even though Boltund doesn't have quite a ridiculous level of coverage, it can still be a potential threat. Slurpuff can be pretty bulky in general, and as a fairy type it means that it has a lot of utility in general, and I believe it also carries sticky webs too, so that can be a problem. And finally we have Rotom Wash here, which is a very strong and bulky water type Pokemon that has good pivoting potential, can have some good status moves, and in general is a pain in the ass. So looking at the team, this is what I'm expecting to see, and once again, we're definitely going to have to focus on the other Pokemon as well, just in case, but I feel like this is the team that's most likely going to be coming in against us, and just looking at it, I can already tell priority is going to be a huge impact. So with that being said, this is the team that we're predicting to bring here. Zeraora is unfortunately carrying the Choice Scarf again. I know that is a bit of a one-trick pony type of deal, but it's not as big a deal because with only 80 speed EVs, we actually outspeed everything that could be scarfed. And this means that we can also put a little extra investment into his bulk, so that way, even if he doesn't one-shot something, he could potentially take a hit and then take a second shot at them. Jolly Nature with Close Combat, Plasma Fist, Knockoff, and Fire Punch. Fire Punch is there specifically to deal with the Mega Scizor if need be, because even if he decides to go for Bullet Punch, Zeraora is going to be able to resist that, take it pretty decently, and get a Fire Punch off to deal a lot of damage. Then we have Clifford, who is currently sitting here with the leftovers. We have to be justified because of the Curse move. However, this set is planning to be a defensive set, being able to set up Curse, getting a boost for its Iron Head to deal with any of the fairy types, getting power up for Flare Blitz in general, which can help deal with Scizor, and then with Extreme Speed, the loss in speed from Curse actually isn't as important. So basically anything that doesn't resist it, i.e. Crustle, is going to take a pretty good amount of damage from there anyway. Then we see Hoodwink the Scrafty make her first appearance, and she's going to be a typical Dragon Dance set. However, she's got max investment in HP as well as speed to give her some bulk, as well as buff her speed up to a considerable level. Dragon Dance will help cover the attack boost, and then she's actually holding the wide lens, so that way her high jump kick will have a 99% accuracy. I could have gone for something like Drain Punch instead, but the extra power can come in handy. And quite frankly, if we miss that 1 in 100 chance, then there's nothing there that I can do about that. Then Gurky comes back, our Amoonguss, carrying the Black Sludge, holding Regenerator as its ability, and pretty standard moveset: Spore, Toxic, Energy Ball, and Sludge Bomb. Pretty general, but hey, if it works, it works. Then we have Roshi, our Mega Medicham, who is here with Fake Out, Bullet Punch, Fire Punch, and Zen Headbutt. Basically, Fire Punch is there, again, to deal with Scizor. Zen Headbutt basically does a house on pretty much everything. And realistically, for the most part, we're not going to try to focus too much on fighting types with Roshi anyway. As I said, High Jump Kick is a very dangerous move, and it works with Scrafty because of White Lens. It does not work quite as well with Medicham, given that we have to use the Mega Stone item. And then finally we have our Torragus, our Aegislash, who is going to be our defensive Pokemon as well. And the goal is going to basically have... the goal is going to have Aegislash take a hit while in defense form, get the boost off from the weakness policy, and then Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon can clean up pretty nicely. Shadow Sneak will also help at a +2 attack, even though it's going to be a relaxed nature, so it doesn't actually matter too much on its speed. And in fact, the only thing that Aegislash naturally outspeeds anyway is Crustle. Everything else is already faster on it on a base form, so realistically speaking, it's not worth the hassle of worrying about that. But guys, this is the team we're bringing, and we're going to see what we can come up with, so it's time to get into the battle. Alright, so here we are into the battle. I decided to see if the expanded screen will work, and it looks like it's faring pretty well to start with. So, looking at the team, yeah, we're kind of in trouble here, I think. We see Darmanitan here, which is no surprise. Rotom Wash, which can be a problem. Salazzle's here, Garchomp's here, Crustle's here, Slurpuff is here. No Mega Scizor, though. I'm kind of surprised by that. Okay, interesting. Alright, so I guess the question is, who do we start with? I think he's going to start with Crustle. So, honestly, given the fact that we don't really have any pivoting necessarily, I think our best choice is going to be to start off with... Honestly, I think Roshi might be the best, just because we could get a Fake Out going. Slurpuff, okay. So, Sweet Fail and Unburden. Probably... I'm going to assume it's going to go for Sticky Web, so we're going to Mega Evolve and Fake Out. So, while we're doing that, let's say Showdown. Okay. 41, Flinch, okay. So, let's see. That means that, theoretically, Bullet Punch should be enough to kill then. And it was! Oh, and it was a crit. Oof. Alright, so here's the Garchomp. Now, here's a quick question. What is Garchomp going to do here? Is he Sword Stance? I feel like he might Sword Stance, which can be a problem. Unfortunately, we don't have a good way of dealing with this thing, necessarily. So, what we're going to do... Let's actually switch into Gurky. Because Gurky could take a hit. Shadow Claw. Interesting. The question is, do we want to Toxic it, or do we want to Spore? let's go ahead and Spore. Alright, there's the Salazzle. So we're gonna Spore. And now what do we want to deal with? Honestly, we don't have a Ghost type to worry about, so I kind of want to switch into Scrafty. Well, maybe not. Because I feel like he's gonna burn a turn. Well, I mean, we don't actually have a strong option anyway. No, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go ahead and... we're gonna go ahead and switch into someone else. Okay. I think he's gonna burn a turn. So we're actually gonna go into Xeno. We're gonna outspeed pretty much anything. There's the Garchomp. Okay. The question is, what to expect here? That's the real question. I know why Garchomp has Shadow Ball or Shadow Claw. I'm not that dumb. Looking at the stats, close combat does about 40, but that's about it. I guess the problem is we definitely need it for Darmanitan. So I'm kind of okay switching into... I think Scrafty actually might be the best choice. We'll at least get the Intimidate off, and that kind of helps. There's the Earthquake. And, alright, I think our best move now is to just go for a Dragon Dance. Rotom Wash, alright, alright. The question is, what does he want to do? Alright, there's Scrafty. Let's check Rotom Wash. Assuming defensive on a +1, high jump kick can do 60 to 71. And knockoff does quite a lot too. Alright, we're gonna knock off first. Ooh, there's the leftovers, and that's another crit. That's disappointing. I guess we go for a high jump kick now? Okay, there's Darmanitan. 354. I feel like Darmanitan's gonna be Scarfed. If he's Scarfed... well... let's see. If he's Scarfed, high jump kick will kill, and it doesn't look like he necessarily could kill us. Right? Well, Icicle Crash might. But let's go for it. U-turn. Oh, okay. There's Crustle. Crustle is definitely going to try... I kind of want to go for another D-Dance, not going to lie. No, I'm getting greedy. Let's Iron Head. Let's just do this quickly. But he is faster, so he is definitely Scarfed. Right? Yeah, he's definitely Scarfed. Because... alright, that's good to know. Do we want... honestly, I kind of want to keep Scrafty alive just in case for Death Fodder. So it has U-turn. Well, and Scrafty also works for a good Intimidate too, so... let's go ahead and switch into Arcanine. Let's switch into Clifford. Alright, there's the U-turn. There's Garchomp. Let's see. Can Garchomp kill from here? Earthquake, yeah, Earthquake absolutely kills. So honestly, let's extreme speed. Let's deal as much as we can. 20%. 20%, that's it? Oh wow, yeah, that ain't a lot. Okay. So now we're gonna go into our Corgus. Assuming no crit, I think we should be able to kill. And we'll go for Shadow Ball. There we go. We get weakness policy off. Shadow Ball should be enough. There we go. And it is. We'll King Shield for safety. Earthquake. And then we'll Shadow Sneak, get as much damage off as we can. Another crit. Wow. Alright. Roshi will come in. We'll get the fake out. Then we can Zen Headbutt. And then we hit Bullet Punch for GG. Alright, so yeah, that's the game. We'll get into discussing the post-game shortly. Okay, that was an exciting match, I gotta say. And admittedly, it went a lot faster than I expected, but it was still a really good match overall. Now, looking at our team that ended and their results, honestly, I'm kind of surprised. Roshi actually did a lot of good, thankfully, mostly due to the priority that he has access to, but hey, that's important. Agislash managed to get a good hit in as well and make use of the weakness policy to deal with Garchomp. And Scrafty actually managed to do some good on his own as well. Or her own, actually. I'm surprised Hoodwink actually managed to get 2 kills. So moving on to the MVP. Honestly, as much as I think Roshi did really well with the Bullet Punch and other priority, I have to say Hoodwink earned the MVP title. She not only managed to get 3 really solid knockouts with Dragon Dance, but she also managed to dodge a huge Hydro Pump from Rotom that honestly would have stopped the Little Sweep. And honestly, I think if that wouldn't have happened, then there's a very good chance that Rotom would have outstalled us eventually. So, good job, Hoodwink. You've earned a lot of progress and a lot of praise for your first matchup. Speaking of matchups, now we have to go into next week's matchup, which is going to be against the Greninja Sweepers and Copy Ninja. And let's be honest, we're terrified. These guys are 6-1 with a plus 18 differential. They are currently either rank 1 or 2 in the division, so we're definitely going to have to be careful with that. But we'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully we can see what happens, and hopefully we could get back into playoff contention. So with that being said, we'll catch you guys next time.